Day by day. Day by day, it's getting better. See how it goes. Day by day.
Does he have a high ankle sprain?
Day by day. What do I look like? A doctor? An orthopedic surgeon? Like, I don't know. Day by day.
You know, Bill, I approach life the same way, day by day. Time for a quick take. Belichick going vintage yesterday. Stephen A., your reaction?
I think that was a great press conference by Bill Belichick. I got no issues with what he did. First of all, I thought it was funny, hilarious, but right on point. He said, what do I look like? Do I look like a doctor? Day by day. I told you what the doctor said. I'm telling it to you as day by day. What more do you want from me? Day by day. I got no issues with it whatsoever. Great press conference. That's one of his better press conferences as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, well, today we've got Thursday Night Football. As the Dolphins and the Bengals kick off Week 4 in Cincinnati, Joe Burrow and the Bengals coming off their first win of the season. Meanwhile, Miami looks to stay unbeaten with Tua a question mark ahead of tonight's game, but we are hearing that he is expected to play. Want to make sure to add that. It is great to be joined by ESPN betting analyst Joe Fortenbaugh, live from Sin City, baby, from Vegas. Joe, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you, Molly. I can see us on TV right now. If we could just kind of slide that last third off the screen, I think we got the perfect shot.
I love it.
I'm going to let that slide, Joe. I'm going to let that slide. That's just a man mad that I haven't flowed with him on a few of his picks. That's all. That's just emotion talking. That's just emotion talking. Let's go.
I'm just proud of us that we have the theme music because it's just really getting me in the mood.
I'm not feeling
here.
the theme music, though. I ain't going to lie.
I am. The Vegas theme music, it's giving me like Frank Sinatra vibes back in the day.
You're not me, number one. Me, pay attention. Flavor. Elevate the flavor. Elevate the flavor.
Well, you don't want to debate that right now.
Go. Please.
Trust me, you don't want to do that right now.
Let's go.
You don't want to do that. All right, let's start with tonight's game, Miami at Cincinnati. Joe, what do you like in this one?
All right, we want to bet against the worst unit on the field tonight, which is the Miami defense. So we're going to play the Cincinnati Bengals to go over 25.5 total points on their own in this game. Now, Stephen A. Smith called it last week with Miami. Great defensive effort. They went out there and they stopped the Bills. Everyone was very impressed. But look at what happened with Miami's defense. They were on the field for 90 plays and 40 minutes in that South Florida sun. Now, 4 days later, they have to turn around and go to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. That's going to be a tough ask. They're outside the top 20 in opponent yards per play. They're outside the top 20 in sacks. If you can't pressure Joe Burrow, he's going to eat you up. I like Cincinnati to hang a big number tonight. Bet them over 25.5 total points.
I don't like them to hang a big number. I don't like them to hang a big number at all. I'm going to disagree with you there. I think Miami will answer the call, and I don't think it's going to be that big number. No, I don't agree.
All right, you heard time's up. Moving to a heavyweight matchup between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. The Ravens are 3-point home underdogs. What's the play here, Joe?
I see Dan Orlovsky has Stephen A. Smith in a feisty mood this morning, so we'll adapt on the fly and we'll keep it moving. I do like the underdog here, the Baltimore Ravens plus the points. I'm going to wait. I think we might be able to get 3.5, but I will take the 3 if that's the situation. 3 factors here we want to look for. Number 1, weather. There could be rain in Baltimore this weekend. The totals dropped from 53.5 down to 51. Number 2, Baltimore's rushing attack, one of the best in the business. And as they get it going, they are able to control the clock and control the tempo, which keeps Josh Allen on the sideline. Number 3, all the injuries to the Buffalo defense. That's going to be a problem in this matchup like it was at times last week against Miami. So ultimately, give me Baltimore plus the 3 in a game that I expect to be a total grind.
I'm going to roll with you on that one. I'm going to roll with you. I'm going to roll with Baltimore. He's right about that. He's right about that.
Oh, we got a cha-ching. Okay.
Yes.
New England travels to Green Bay. Mac Jones unlikely to play in this one as Bill Belichick's squad is big road underdogs. Where are you going here, Joe?
All right, this one's disgusting. So I can completely understand if no one wants to follow along here. I'm going to play the Patriots. I will say this, though. You have to shop around the market. There are plus 10s out there. Play the plus 10. It's called the value of line shopping. It's why we need multiple outs. This is a situation where New England, believe it or not, does have one really big advantage. According to Football Outsiders, they are #1 in the NFL in rush DVOA. They can run the football, and they're going against a Packer defense that ranks dead last in rushing defense DVOA. They're able to run the ball. They're going to be able to shrink the game. They're going to be able to grind the clock. They're going to be able to keep Aaron Rodgers on the sidelines, and as a result, they can keep this game tight. The over-under is only about 41 points, so you're giving me 10 points in a game Vegas is priced as a low-scoring matchup. I will take New England here.
I can't front. I got to roll with Joe on that one because New England can run the football. That's number one. Number two, I haven't been enamored with what I've seen from Green Bay on the offensive side of the ball, particularly just last week. And so if you're the New England Patriots, you're running the football, you're trying to keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. That's going to contribute to a lower score, not to mention the fact that there's no Jordy Nelson from back in the day or no Devontae Adams recently that you've got to go to, not even a Valdez-Scantling. I mean, you've got Cobb, you've got Watkins, you've got Lazard, you got Romeo Doubs. I get all of that, but they're still trying to find their way. And if there's anybody that can disrupt things just to make it interesting, where a blowout doesn't occur, it would be Bill Belichick and that New England Patriots defense. So I'm going to roll with Joe on that one. He's right about it.
All right, we'll cash out there. Joe,
the rare smart comment.
Live from Vegas. Joe, thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate all your help on this, and we will chat with you next week, sir. Yo, Dan, how we feeling this morning?
I feel amazing.
Are you just trying to look like a nerd on purpose? What the hell is with those glasses? I mean, what is that? What is that?
We've had this conversation before. First of all, good morning, Molly.
Good morning.
I have respect. Second of all, your tie looks like you're a Dolphins fan. Third of all, I wear these glasses because I watch tape all week, and I'm staring at a screen right now.
Yeah.
These are blue light glasses. I'm not trying to ruin my eyes with how much tape I watch.
I didn't say there was any problem with you wearing glasses. I said those glasses. Look, well, put it back on. Put it back on. Put it back on. You look better with the glasses on. Go ahead, put it back on. Let's go. Let's go, Molly.
And I have blue lens glasses, too. I feel you.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I've had a great week, Molly. He's not going to break me.
No, absolutely not. We ignore that nonsense. Yeah. Dan, assuming Tua plays, who do you trust more tonight?
Joe Burrow. I mean, we talk about Joe Burrow. 7 months ago, this dude's in the Super Bowl. And all of a sudden, no one talks about Joe Burrow. What's wrong with Joe Burrow? 7 months ago, Joe Burrow is in the Super Bowl. This dude has 24 straight games of completing 60% more of his passes. That's the longest streak ever in the history of the NFL. Last time these two guys played on the same field against each other, Joe threw for like 450 yards on the road and beat Tua. He's born to be a star for these moments. I love Tua. No one is surprised by how well Tua's playing, but we got to put a little bit more respect on Joe Burrow's name. Everyone's looking at Joe right now through the lens of that Week 1 game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he was awful. He played poor, threw 4 interceptions. Last 2 weeks, over 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, starting to look a little bit more like the Joe Burrow that we know, not the one that didn't practice all preseason because he was in the hospital. I take Joe Burrow. I'm going to take this offense. When they get pressured, he's going to throw the ball downfield. And the reality is this Cincinnati defense is for real. There's a reason why this team was in the Super Bowl. I think Joe Burrow is an absolute bona fide rock star, superstar. Give me Joe Burrow.
You sound like you need to be drug tested. First of all, let's look at something here. The Cincinnati Bengals, who did they just beat? Who was that team?
The Jets?
It was the New York Jets.
Yeah.
First game of the season. Who did they lose to? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's pump the brakes. Let's just pump the brakes on how elite their defense is. We'll find out. They're about to go up